Hey everyone, so a quick tutorial today. Just want to show you how you can make these spline paths inside of tyFlow. It's very simple to set up and I think it's pretty elegant and looks pretty cool. So first you can just make a sphere in the middle of your scene. And let's just make a tyFlow right away and then go under create shapes and let's just make a line. And this is going to be the path for the spline to sort of grow on. So you can just click and then click and hold. So you can sort of curve this out and then click and hold again and just sort of make some kind of a random path. You can just go back here under vertex and you can maybe raise some of these points up and move some of them down just to give it more visual interest, right? So maybe something like this should work. And inside of tyFlow, you can just do birth. Set it to start and end on frame 0 with a total of maybe 100 particles to start. A position object, pick the sphere. You can just go to object properties, make it not renderable and display as box. So all you see are the particles. Then we need to give them a shape so that we have those sort of light spheres in the front. Shape operator, set it to 3D and sphere low res, or you can actually do high res, and then display as geometry, and we can give it a scale of maybe 200. Next we need to get them to follow the path, so you can just do a path follow operator and just pick the spline here, and now they will do their best to follow the spline, but they're way too fast, so you need to add a slow operator to slow them down. And now they will adhere to the path a little bit better, but we still need to tweak it. So for the slow speed, you can do maybe 10% and then go back into the path follow. So maybe we can increase the attraction velocity to like 1 centimeter, see what we get, right? So now they're sticking to the spline much better. So maybe we can do something like 0.8. And I'm gonna increase the number of particles. So maybe we can make it 250. And the last remaining thing is just to create the trajectories. So we can just do a spline paths, create new, and set it to trajectories. And as you go forward, here are your splines. So now I can just unhide my Vray lights that I've prepared. We can just turn on the Vray IPR, right? So we're getting something like this, pretty cool. And you can go back into the path follow settings, axial influence or the spin also to control how much they sort of wrap around the spline and get some much different looking effects. For me, maybe I'll just find a cool angle. So maybe something like this and hit Ctrl+C to make a camera. I think we forgot to add a mesh operator so that we can see those little spheres. So let's just add a mesh operator down here. So here are our little spheres, but I think they're too big. So we can go back under shape and set the scale to maybe 150. And you can just create a Vray light material. So, you know, standard materials, Vray material. And I did 5 intensity with this sort of orangey color. So you can just apply that to tyFlow. So this will only give the material to the little spheres. And to give a different material to the splines, we need to apply a different material to the tySpline mesher. So for that I have this sort of gold brass material. You can look at my settings here and I'll just apply that to the spline mesher. And this is it. This is basically what the thumbnail was for the video. So you can of course just go back into the mesher settings and play with the radius. So you can make them a little bit thinner. So maybe 0.3 instead of 0.5. Should make it look a bit more elegant. And as a final touch, maybe I would make these spheres even a bit smaller. So under shape, maybe we can just make it 100% where we started after all. So this is it. That's my final result. Super simple. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up as always. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be uploading more. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.